Doing. Today, me and my team, we will be presenting our topic for our subject Falsafa dan Isu Semasa. And the title that we will be presenting is The Importance of Logic in Avoiding Fallacies in Social Media Discourse. I'll now pass on to my team member who will start with the introduction of the topic.
So the introduction for our topic is about social media enables rapid information sharing. So today, social media has become a big part of daily lives, and also allowing people to share ideas and communicate instantly. And also, not all online information is accurate or logical, and also misleads and emotional content spreads quickly. And also, logical fallacies cause misinformation and conflicts that usually in this 2000 era are pretty popular. And also, logic helps users evaluate arguments critically.
So now the background of the study. Background of the study, we are using the social media platforms. The first one we are using the Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And the users are often to react without the evaluating information. Logical reasoning helps distinguish facts from falsehood. Algorithm promote sensational and emotional content. Digital literacy and critical thinking are increasingly important. Thank you.
Now I do the problem statement. The way people talk to each other has changed a lot because of media. People use media to share things and form opinions. Social media also helps bad information and silly ideas spread quickly. Sometimes people use mean words or false choices to make a point. They also make decisions without thinking it through or try to get people excited instead of using facts. These things make it hard to have conversation and understand what is really going on. They also make people disagree more. Many people have a time telling when someone is using a bad argument, so they might believe something that's not true or share it with others. This shows how important it is to think and use logic. We need to be able to tell difference between bad arguments. Bad arguments. We need to be able to have conversations that are based on facts. Social media needs logical thinking. This will help people be better at using the internet and stop the spread of information. It will also make online communities healthier. So that's it from me. Thank you.
So moving to the Texas policy, this occurs when the people only cite data when they support their opinions while completely ignoring contradictory. The social media algorithm works this is by creating the net is tunnel vision. Furthermore, correlation is often mistaken for causation. For example, is linking a politician travel dates directly with the bribery allegation without any real evidence. Next, moving with the bandwagon fallacy. The bandwagon fallacy, this happens when the people accept the idea simply because the majority support them on social media. Credibility is often driven like shares and followers or influencer. The influencer can easily create a false majority. For instance, often people believe a piece of news is automatically true just because it has 1,000 of share and views. Okay, thank you.
In this slide, I will explain the ad hominem fallacy, which is often associated with cancel culture. An ad hominem fallacy happens when people focus on attacking a person instead of discussing the evidence or the actual argument. This is common in online cancel culture, where people quickly judge someone based on their reputation or personal issues. As a result, emotional reactions replace rational discussion, making it difficult to have fair conversations. In some cases, this can even harm innocent individuals. For example, rejecting corruption allegations simply because the whistleblower has a bad reputation is an ad hominem fallacy. The focus should be on the evidence, not on the person's character. Thank you.
Okay, next is the blind followers. So this day, in
social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, there is a lot of influencer that has a bad influence, but their followers is still following them and support them. And this can be the people driven influencers regardless of wrongdoing. Loyalty is confused with morality. Blind spot encourage corruption and misinformation. Truth should be prioritized over personal admiration. Why the blind force is still supporting their influencer? Because uh so when someone points out that the influencer is corrupt, the brain of the blind follower doesn't process it as like this celebrity did something bad. It processes it as my identity is bad because the followers is trusting them. So to protect their own ego from the painful realization, the follower chooses to attack the truth instead of the influencer that they're following. So yeah, this is where the direct pipeline to societal corruption becomes terrifyingly clear.
To explain about the analysis in this question, social media encourage emotional reactions and viral content spread faster than verified information. Social media has entered our everyday life nowadays. We utilize Facebook, Twitter, and other sites like it to express opinions, what is going on, and to seek knowledge or information available to us today. These sites make communication between users and others that can also permit paid opinions to be passed on just as quickly in order for an argument to seem true. It is imperative for one to do a thought process when looking at sites such as this, how to handle them, because social media is what makes up today. For today, we deal with logic as a huge role to play when it comes to utilization of mistakes in reasoning. Mistake in reasoning is an invalid assumption which will give your claim false credentials to it. Attack to a person, fallacy attacking the person, gives negative input of an opposing claim. A debate is a contest of persons but a battle in which facts must be taught logically rather than personally. Thinking so because everyone else likes something and you should do so too. Some mistakes made in reasoning, simplification of matters, and generalization also mislead the general audience since the issue gets easy to digest and or some sort of final conclusion is switched off based off to insufficient evidence. Thereby, we ought to maintain logic because mistaking the form or function will mislead and impact meaningful conversation. Social media is designed for instant reaction, clickbait headlines, big videos, and short posting. Viral are developed to produce an instant click on it. Okay. Next part, Carrie will continue for me. Thank you.
Okay, so the click is generally not associated with reasoning but with emotion. Thus, as users click, we have a tendency of circulate, share, or forward such things to each other without verifying whether these are true or false. Okay, the human brain is capable of thinking logic skills assist in avoiding those situations. We do engage in social media as humans, not as zombies, but our action will on the media's platform must reflect rational behavior for a well contrasted and a very factual society we all can contribute in the information age. Social media can surely lead to better society by embracing the proper use of logic as the basis for dialogue. This can foster a critical and logical and thoughtful individual. Lastly, logic and critical thinking enable the human person to analyze, to interrupt, and to formulate arguments, and also can guide people from engaging to the trap of thinking and misleading, and help foster for more responsible social media engagement that will lead to better society. This is all of the analysis and discussion. Thank you.
All right. Finally, moving on to the final part of our study, looking into the practical reasoning for using logical thinking. There are a few reasons why logic plays such an important role in today's social media landscape. Firstly, it allows users to evaluate evidence critically rather than just straight up believing what is being shared. It also gives skills to actively detect logical fallacies in the arguments they encounter. Um, it helps users. It helps users to actively avoid falling victim to misinformation, which is now very, very widespread, right? Logical thinking also empowers individuals to make well-informed decisions online, as well as encouraging respectful discussions across digital spaces, right? So looking at the conclusion of our entire study here, social media has increased, firstly, the spread of misinformation, right? Therefore, making people easily believe fake news that is being shared. Secondly, logical fallacies weaken public discussion simply because of bias, right? Um, and then thirdly, critical thinking is essential in this digital age because it is very important to differentiate between what is fake and what is actually authentic that is being shared. I'll pass on to my team member Nick to present the final 2 points of the conclusion.
Okay, as responsible social media user, we should always verify information from reliable source before sharing it with other. And in conclusion, using logic help us avoid the misinformation, make better decision, and promote respectful and meaningful discussion on social media.
All right, that
Thank
is
you.
all from our presentation. Thank you. Before we finally end, this is the list of the references that we have used in order to support our report writing for our topic. That is all from us. Thank you.